A long time ago, during the days of Roman rule, the city of Jericho was alive with noise and color. The sun was rising over Jericho. Golden light spilled across the rooftops, waking the bustling city. Merchants rolled out woven cloth, their stalls bursting with bright colors, reds, blues, and yellows, shimmering in the morning sun. The air was alive with the rich smell of spices, mixed with the sweetness of figs and dates. Palm trees swayed above the cobbled streets, while Roman soldiers marched in step, their armor clinking with every stride. But this was no ordinary day. Word had spread quickly through the city. Jesus was passing through Jericho. The crowd poured into the streets, voices buzzing with excitement. Children darted between the legs of grown-ups, their eyes wide with wonder, shouting joyfully, "He's coming! He's coming! Jesus is coming!" In the middle of all this excitement lived a man named Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was the chief tax collector. That meant he took money from the people to give to the Romans. But he often kept more than he should. He was very rich, but people did not like him. When mothers saw him coming, they pulled their children close and walked the other way. Neighbors whispered behind his back, and though he had a big house and lots of money, his heart often felt small and empty. His riches did not solve his problems. Oh dear. Zacchaeus had also heard the news. Jesus was coming. Something deep inside him began to stir. He had to see this man everyone was talking about. The streets grew louder as the crowd pressed in. Everyone wanted to see Jesus. Men, women, children. They filled every corner of the road. Zacchaeus hurried to join them. But there was a problem. He was short, very short. He tried squeezing through, but people closed ranks. He stood on tiptoe, stretching his neck, but all he could see were shoulders and backs. "Out of the way!" Zacchaeus grumbled, hopping up and down, but nobody moved. Some even gave him sharp looks as if to say, "You don't belong here." Frustrated, Zacchaeus brushed the dust off his vest. He wouldn't give up that easily. If the crowd blocked him, he would find another way. Then he spotted it, a big sycamore tree right by the road where Jesus would pass. "That's it," he thought. Without wasting a second, he ran as fast as his short legs could carry him. Dust kicked up behind him as children laughed and pointed. "Look at Zacchaeus! He's running!" When he reached the tree, Zacchaeus grabbed a branch and began to climb. Up he went, higher and higher, until he found the perfect spot. From there, he could see everything: the road, the crowd, and soon, Jesus himself. The crowd grew quiet as Jesus walked closer. His words were full of wisdom and love. Then, right under the sycamore tree, Jesus stopped. He lifted his eyes and looked straight up at Zacchaeus. The people gasped. "Does he know him?" they whispered. With a warm smile, Jesus called out, "Zacchaeus, come down at once. I must stay at your house today." Zacchaeus nearly lost his balance from shock. His eyes grew wide, his heart pounded, and then joy spread across his face. Jesus had called him by name. Without hesitation, Zacchaeus scrambled down the tree. He nearly slipped on a branch in his hurry. But nothing could stop him now. The crowd parted in surprise as the little tax collector ran forward. For the first time, he wasn't clutching his coins. He was reaching out toward Jesus. And then it happened. Zacchaeus stood right beside him. The very man everyone avoided was now walking with Jesus, step by step, through the streets of Jericho. Some people frowned and whispered, "Why would Jesus go with him?" But Zacchaeus didn't care. His heart was bursting with joy. Jesus entered Zacchaeus' house. The table was set with bread, olives, figs, and fish. Neighbors peeked through the windows, whispering, "Why would Jesus eat with him?" But inside, the air was filled with laughter and light. Jesus spoke with kindness, and Zacchaeus listened like never before. Every word touched his heart. As the meal went on, something amazing happened. The man who once cared only about money began to change. Wow! Zacchaeus' face softened. His eyes glowed with joy. For the first time, he felt seen, not as a tax collector, not as a sinner, but as someone Jesus loved. Suddenly, Zacchaeus pushed back his chair and stood tall. His eyes shone with determination. "Look, Lord," he said, his voice trembling with joy. "Here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Wow! This man whom people did not like had changed his heart. Because he received Jesus, because he listened to his words, and those words changed him. Coins clinked as Zacchaeus gathered his wealth, handing it out to the people he had wronged. Mothers smiled, children clapped, neighbors who once avoided him now looked on in amazement. Everyone warmed up to Zacchaeus. He was now loved, not only by Jesus, but by everyone else. Jesus watched with a smile and said, "Zacchaeus, today salvation has come to this house. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." And in that moment, Zacchaeus' heart was truly changed forever. The little man who once cheated and lied walked away with a brand new heart. Zacchaeus learned that meeting Jesus changes everything. The people of Jericho saw it too. They saw that no one, not even a tax collector, was too far for God's love to reach. As the sun set over the city, laughter and joy filled Zacchaeus' home. He had found something far greater than money. He had found friendship with Jesus. And that day, Jericho would never forget the story of the man who climbed a tree just to see the Savior. Think about this for a moment. Zacchaeus was only able to change after he received Jesus into his house and listened to his words. The same thing can happen to you. Open your heart and receive Jesus. Listen to his words and watch yourself drop the bad habits. Step by step, you will become the best of yourself. If you have enjoyed the story and the message shared, subscribe and like the channel for more faith-building tips. Remain blessed.